Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody is having a great Taco Tuesday, and I am here at the Red Brick House. We're doing some work and stuff on here, and I'm working on something that will definitely be of interest and may bring some clarity to the Michael Irvin situation and how it may have unfolded, and we'll definitely have that up a little bit later later on today, so you'll be able to see that. So, you know, Jerry Jones has this mantra of, I like to stir shit up. You know, I like to stir that shit up. And he does like to stir shit up. You know, Jerry Jones makes no bones about anything. He'll go to 7-Eleven and buy some bottles of wine, okay? He will do anything. He is maybe the eccentric owner of the Dallas Cowboys who gives no F's, so to speak. Of course, the Cowboys trade for Trey Lance with the number 4 pick, a guy who San Francisco gave up 3 number 1s and a third that they liked on their draft board, and getting him in as a project, okay? Bring him in as a project. If he doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. If he does work out, well, hello, then all of a sudden, you've got gold. You have gold, okay? Because you basically gave up nothing. And as we see, Aaron Rodgers, the Jets pay a whole lot of money, bring in Aaron Rodgers, have hope, and he lasts for four plays. You know, they got Zach Wilson there, they had Sam Darnold there. They have been doing everything in the world to try and get a quarterback. Why not try and see, just in case? Because every player is one play away. If I can get a guy who can replace Dak when Dak gets no longer viable, we know that's how the NFL works. If I can get a guy who I can trade and get something else for it, it's a wise business decision. And had any other team besides the Cowboys done it, it would have been deemed an incredibly great move. But because the Cowboys did it, it's a message to Dak, and so on. Well, here's what Jerry Jones did. So, you know, he basically went and put his coach, his players, and everybody else under the bus and said, you know what, I make the decisions here. And I had the information, and I didn't need to talk to the coach. I didn't need to call Dak Prescott. I'm the one that's making the call. He's right. He is the guy who makes the call, and he certainly did. So people have led to the speculation. You hear guys like Greg Jennings, of course, because I'm throwing Greg. You know, I know you. You know, you're United Way spokesman. I know you, Greg. So I'm coming back at you for that 4-orange shiver you gave me in 2012. But like Greg Jennings said, you know, here it is. The owner's going out here bringing in other guys and stuff. Now, I deem this maybe a little different than, say, Aaron Rodgers when they drafted Jordan Love, because, you know, Aaron Rodgers looked at this and said, you took a first-round pick where we could have used some, I could use some help. I could have used some help, and they literally tried to replace him. We don't believe that they're actually trying to replace Dak. But here's what here's what Jerry Jones said about Dak Prescott today on 105 The Fan. He called the 2-time Pro Bowler the best leader I've ever seen at that position. Okay. He's the best leader at that position. I will say, from my own perspective here, that he's also probably the most thick-skinned leader of the Dallas Cowboys because of the constant barrage of doubting, of hate, and everything else that goes along with him being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He takes more crap than ever before because, you know, even when Tony Romo was there wasn't as many talking head shows. There were still a lot of them, but not like today. You got everybody and their sister. You got people like me on YouTube that are there, hundreds of them, quite frankly, that are literally trashing him and his reputation. You got Skip Bayless becoming the angry old man who's literally questioning his mental stability because he admitted that sometimes he has depression. that Skip Bayless and guys like him, guys like Shady McCoy saying he's ass, literally out on air, that have trashed the guy. And unfortunately, the fans start falling into the trap and believing, man, Dak is really that bad. So it's actually nice to hear Jerry Jones say something good about it. Now, I will say Jerry Jones is much like the weather and changes constantly. And we're talking about the same guy who talked about Brandon Weeden. That Brandon Weeden throws one of the prettiest balls you've ever seen out there. That Brandon Weeden, he's an incredible player, and we got him here in Dallas, and you're gonna love him. And proceeded to, I believe, mention cut him a couple of weeks later. So there's that. And you remember, he also show me the money, show me the money. Yeah, there was a show me the money situation that was there. And then, of course, we can't forget that he believed in Paxton Lynch. So I'm not saying that Jerry Jones doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just putting out there what we've seen in the past with Jerry Jones. I can't call it. I'm just saying what we have seen and what we know at the current time. But at the moment, he thinks that he's got, from a leadership standpoint, he's the best leader we've ever seen. And if he does, in fact, mean that, when you think about Troy Aikman, who you could almost coin as the player coach for the Dallas Cowboys, because when Switzer was there, you kind of looked at it and said, Switzer ain't doing that much as far as coaching his Cowboys. Switzer was not the one, so to speak. All right, good people. We'll be here for the next few days working at the Red Brick House. We'll be here for Thursday Night Football, so we'll be live streaming from here. And I hope you guys join us for our live streams. We're going to be keeping you up to date with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys and stuff. And hopefully we see a good game on Thursday night, maybe a good game that maybe Kirk Cousins shines in prime time. And maybe we see those Eagles bite the dust. And we'll see how the Cowboys that will get back out on the practice field tomorrow in preparation for the Jets. We know that they have some issues. We'll see if they actually try and get a quarterback. Now, Jerry Jones did address also too, if he'd be willing to trade Cooper Rush. Well, his thoughts on that is, I don't know what it would take, because Cooper Rush played valuable time for us last year. So in other words, he's saying, you better come up high and hard if you want my Cooper Rush, because yeah, he's an oil maverick. He's all about show me the money. All right, good people, I will catch you on the flip side.